Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're getting ready for FM18. As we record, we are probably a week or so away from beta release, which means we're probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks away from full release. So to that end, as the excitement builds, I've come up with these 5 clubs that I think are interesting ideas to take on as your first save into FM18. Something different than perhaps the team you support in England. So give them a go. Let me know how you get on. Can you beat some of the limited success? All these clubs are historic, yes, but successful probably not as much as they'd like. So who do we start off with? We're off to Spain. It's Girona FC, promoted to La Liga for the first time in their history just last season. So it's their first ever year in the league. Now that's going to be difficult, but it is probably helped by the fact that the club is now owned by the same team, I think it's Mubarak, the same team that own Manchester City. So you have got a sizable contingent of loanees at the club. They've also got Marc Muniesa of Stoke City on loan. So, small stadium, yes, the Estadio Montilivi, just 13,500 packed in, but it should be full every single week, and that's going to play a part. So, can you keep them up? Can you push on? And how will that relationship with Manchester City develop over the time? Give them a go. Then we're off to France. FC Sochaux Montbéliard, playing League 2 in France, so a bit of Domino's support there. So they play at the Auguste Bonnel, just over 20,000 seats. Found a member of the French First Division, but fallen on hard times. They do have silverware in their trophy cabinets, winning the French Cup just probably about 10 years ago. I think it was 2004. Former players include El Hadj Diouf. That might put you off, or might persuade you to give them a go. But current players, Thomas Robinet and Axel Bakayoko, they're key players, so they're going to help you push on and get the Sochaux Montbéliard back into the Ligue 1, and then can you break the dominance of PSG, Monaco, Lyon, Marseille and the like. Interesting one, that. Now we're off to Germany, a cult club certainly in FC St. Pauli. If you don't know anything about this team, do go and check them out. They have got an interesting approach, or philosophy rather. They're actually a linked club with my team, Stoke City, and it's a bit of a relationship where they're trying to see how they build fan bases, I think, is the idea. St. Pauli are well supported for a club in the second tier. You can see they're a big stadium, just under 30,000, the Milan Tour Stadion. So they're one of the cult clubs. The current players is obviously a second tier mix, but you've got some good players. Rio Miyachi and Jeremy Zuziak spring to mind, so do check them out. And if you can get them running, they can be a bit of a steamroller, I reckon. So they're a good team to manage, probably not as well managed on the old FMs in recent years as they might deserve to be. So where are we off to next? We're off to Denmark with a dense, bold club. You probably know them as their logo suggests, just as simply as OB. And they have a small stadium, just over 15,000, but again, a bit of pedigree. They've had very little success, you'd have to say, but they have played in Europe, and you can see there a notable result in the 94-95 UEFA Cup. They performed the miracle in Madrid. They defeated Real Madrid in UEFA Cup to progress to the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, they lost there to Parma, but no one expected it. Big shock in Europe, obviously. A small squad, small club like Odense, going to Real Madrid and knocking them out over the 2 legs. So, can you do better than that? I think everyone's delighted with a win at any stage over Real Madrid, but can you do it with a Danish team like Odense? Give them a go. Nicholas Anelius is a name that'll spring to mind. He's currently in the squad for Odense. Formerly of Aston Villa, they're not very long, so you probably won't remember him, but he did actually play a few games, I think. He didn't score any goals. Can you build your team around him and find some new Danish wonder kids? Next, or rather last, I should say, FC Twente of Holland. The Eredivisie comes calling. Now, you'll probably remember them for winning the Eredivisie title in 2010, but that came after bankruptcy in 2003, so quite a stark contrast. Obviously, we hear in England all about these teams like Swansea's and Hull's at bottom of the Football League pyramid in professional terms anyway, so bottom of League 2 as it is now, and then finding their way to the Premier League in recent years. That's impressive, yes, but doing it from bankruptcy in 2003 and then becoming league champions just 7 years later, that's a different kettle of fish. Huge stadium, 30,000, just over 205 there, De Grolsch Vesta. So you've got financial backing there, potentially. If you can get 30,000 seats in, it's going to help. But the financial issues that affected them in 2003 continue to this day. So it's difficult to say how much money you're going to have available, even if you are getting those seats filled. So you definitely need European football year in, year out to make sure that you've got the financial resources available. Big players or key players, Yosu Rivaldo and Osama Asaidi, everyone will know who they are, I expect. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. That I think that might well be my pick of the bunch. If you're interested in managing in Holland, give it a go. So those are my 5 clubs to manage, if you like, on the old FM18. We're very excited to get started. I'll be doing Ajax in the beta safe. That should hopefully kick off next week. As soon as that beta drops, we'll go live. And it's just going to be exciting times all around, I think. So much good content about to come out. So do let me know if you have a go of any of these teams. Let me know how you get on. Be interesting to see if anybody manages to beat the success that the clubs have had in the past. Shouldn't be that difficult. A lot of them have had no success. But give them a go and let me know. I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.